Looking for a low-risk way to make money and escape from Tarkov? Then this guide may help you out. Hi guys, I'm Rogue Squid. If you're new or haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing. Similar to liking, sharing or commenting on my content, it goes a long way to help me out, which in turn allows me to reach and hopefully help more people. So a huge thank you to those who do. Your support is very much appreciated. The first video in this Hidden Stash series was focused on the map Customs. Now, a guy called Nico commented and asked me if I could do the map Woods next, so Nico, this video is for you. I hope you find it useful. As with the last video, I have linked the map I am using in the video description down below, and I've numbered each stash so that you can follow along. There are, as of patch 12.12, 36 hidden stashes on Woods, some of which are quite well hidden, but I will show you how to find each and every one as easily as possible. Woods can be a great map for making money. Hitting the stashes is relatively low risk and gives you a decent chance of finding some high value items without having to go to known high value loot static spawns. Okay, so we're starting at the outskirts extract. You've got the pickup truck in front, and you've got scav house over there. You've got mines over here, of course. So we're going to head towards the kind of the beach and the dead scav kind of area. We're passing the rock on our left hand side. We're heading up to this little hill. From the top of this little hill we can see that hunter's hide. If we go down close to that, you've got two bushes on the right hand side of that. One light colour, one dark colour. We're going to the dark colour bush, and just at the base of it you've got the stash, and that's number 1. Number 2 can be found close-ish to the attachment cabin, which is this building on our right. There can be quite good loot in there actually, good weapon parts. If we carry on towards the sawmill a bit, we're looking for this fallen tree. It's at like a 45-degree angle. And behind that fallen tree, you've got this line of bushes. If we go round the back of these bushes, up against one of the trees, sort of, you've got the stash. So stash 3 is easiest found from Bag Rock, which is this place, and we're going to look over that kind of direction. We're looking for a pile of rocks. If you've got a compass, it's roughly 245 degrees. If you haven't, don't worry, you can literally look for the first pile of rocks you come across in this direction. Go across these broken branches, and it's that pile of rocks there. I'm going to run right up to it, and then we're going to look to the right, and it's the first clump of bushes on the right. And literally right here is the stash. That's the easiest way I know of finding it. Okay, so that's the sawmill, that's Bag Rock. That's where stash number 3 was. And we're going to head we're going to keep sawmill on our right and scav checkpoint on our left. We're going to head past the truck in the road on our left here. And we're going to head towards Dickhead Rock. And you've got this like hill just before Dickhead. If you go up that hill, and we are looking for a fallen tree. Not the one on the left. We're looking for this one that's led parallel to the ground. And just underneath it is stash number 4. So stash number 5 can be found on the left hand side of the map from outskirts. You've got ZB14 behind me, and we've got the truck, couple of trucks here, and we're going to head up to the left up here. This one's a little bit of a run, and you've got to be careful of the mines. We're looking for this pylon in the distance. Be careful which pylon you go to. It's the one north of ZB14. Because if you go to the one on my left, there's mines around it. So from this pylon we want to look left, and we're going to go up this little hill next to the rock. Don't go too far down that way or you'll hit the mines. But yeah, up this hill. It's not this first bush, it's the one behind it, next to the tree, and just in the back there's the stash. Stash number 6 can be found up the road from stash number 5. All we basically have to do is follow the pylons. So that's the hill we were just on. This is the first pylon. And we're heading to that pylon there. And the stash is literally right next to it. Right, if we look along the base of it, it is just at the back of the pylon on the outside. Easy one to find. Stash number 7 can be found up the road from stash number 6 by the pylon. So that's USENT camp up there. And we're going to head left into this tree line. We're going to go straight through. There's like 3 different tree lines we need. So that was the first, this is the second. And we're going to head straight across this field, through the long grass, into the next tree line. We're heading for kind of the middle of this tree line as well. And we're looking for a patch of white flowers right in the middle. And you don't want to go any further because there's mines, but there's the stash right here. So look for the patch of white flowers in the middle of the third tree line. So from stash number 7 to get to stash number 8 we need to go by USET camp, which is over there. That's the second part of it over there. Yeah, so if we keep that on our right and the minefield on our left, we need to head through these woods. And again, this is a bit of a run, this one. So yeah, the camps are over there. And we just head up this way, making sure that we don't venture into the minefield. And we're looking for this hill. Now, you've got the first pile of rocks just in front of us here. So we go past this pile of rocks. And we carry on up the hill a little bit, and we've got this larger rock here. We just need to go around the back of that. And this is stash number 8. For stash number 9, I generally start at the radio tower. And if you've got a compass, it's worth looking roughly 310 degrees. If not, just head towards this line of rocks. We want to go around the left-hand side. From here we have this bush here. We have that bush there. And we have another bush here. So we use these bushes as a bit of a marker, basically. And just beyond bush, like the furthest one, you've got this tall tree with a smaller tree next to it and a bush behind it. In the bush behind it, that's stash number 9. Stash number 10 is most easily found from these food containers. You've got that box there as well. So the radio tower's over that direction. And you've got the bridge with the sniper on it over there. And we're going to head downhill towards this... again, you've got that on your right, radio tower on your left. We're going towards this rock. And we're going to go from this rock, we're just going to take a left a little bit. And literally right behind this bush, you've got the stash. For stash number 11, we head back up the road that goes in between the radio tower on our right and the food containers on our left. This road takes us down to Prappa's convoy. So, here's the convoy. And if we cut straight through the middle here, we go to the back of the truck and then take a left. And we're heading into these trees. And we're looking for 2 trees that are quite close together. So nothing like this. It's these 2 trees here with the stash in the middle. And you can see the truck from there. Stash number 12 can be found just up the road from Prappa's convoy. So if we continue down the road towards the lake on our left, you've got the lake there, you've got the large rock, and you've got this sandy kind of like ramp down to the beach, down to the lake even. So if we carry on a bit, we want to be kind of level with this rock, and there's a bush that's sort of level with it. Not this first little one, but that one there. Slightly larger bush, and again it's sort of level with the large rock on the far side of the lake. To find number 13, we continue up the road again, still heading away from Prappa's convoy, towards this large pylon on our left here. On our right is a triangle of grass, and we want to go up this kind of ramp in the rocks here, underneath the tree. It's the middle one, by the way, and literally just on the left hand side is the stash. Stash number 14 can be found the other side of the massive rock from stash 13. So if we follow around on the left hand side of the massive rock, and we're looking for a large pile of rocks, but not this pile of rocks, we're looking for the ones on the right, kind of hidden behind this tree. So if we go up on the rocks, it's easier to see, and you've got this tree that's kind of like in the middle of them a little bit. Literally at the base of that is stash number 14. Stash number 15 can be found between stash number 14 and Sniper Rock. So you've got the large rock here that we just passed, and this is the pile of rocks we didn't go to, and there's Sniper Rock. So we're going to carry on towards Sniper Rock. And if we go around these rocks a little bit, you've got this triangle of grass here with trees in the middle. So it's a triangle shape. And we're going to go towards the middle of that. And we're looking for a massively tall tree with a bush beside it. And I passed it. It's this bush here, basically. And there's the stash. So from stash number 15, we've got Sniper Rock up there. And we have stash number 14 over here. So we're going to head directly north if you have a compass. Otherwise, just head through this tree line and we're heading towards the next pylon. You have to cross the road, go through this tree line, and it's this pylon here. Pretty difficult to get this wrong. And the stash is just inside, next to the concrete base, on the right hand side. And that's number 16. Stash number 17 is easiest found from the sunken village. So on my right is the sunken church, and if we carry on this direction, which is west, we see these campsite tents, and right behind we've got this large clump of rocks. We want to go around to the left hand side, and up on the far left hand side is the stash, just tucked in the rocks here. Going back to the sunken village, we can find number 18. So you've got the sunken church over there, and the rock that's behind it. And if we head back to this building, just inside you've got a bush, and just in that bush at the back is the stash. So from stash 18 we've got the church there again. We're going to go past this building that's like the ruined building on our left, and we're heading east uphill. We go over these rocks, and we're heading towards this large kind of stepped rock. So if we go up on here, we've got the village over this direction, and we're heading this direction. It's basically south. We're looking for that bush there. So, in this bush is stash number 19. So for stash number 20 we start by the car extract, and we're going to pass this pylon, and we've got two large rocks that are kind of split in the middle. The sunken village is on the other side, and we're going to go up the top over here on the left rock. And if we head right to the kind of tippity top bit, next to this tree is a stash. So for stash 21, we need to follow the power lines from stash 20. We head this way, following the road, keeping the road on our right, up to this pylon. From this pylon, we want to look south towards this big rock. And we're going to go around the right hand side of this rock. We're still keeping the road on our right, and we've got two bushes, one there and a second one there. We want bush number 2. It's kind of in line with the fork on the road on the right. And that's 21. Stash number 22 is located south of stash 21. You have to head up the hill towards Sniper Rock. You have to get over this ridgeline bit, and it's literally just next to a tree right here. You got these rocks, nothing special up here. That's 22. Stash number 23 can be found just across from stash number 22. If we head down this little hill and straight across here towards this large group of rocks, and we follow the rocks around the right hand side, just at the base of a tree with a bush next to it is the stash. Stash number 24 can be found near these crates. That's Sniper Rock over there. So we're going to head this direction towards the village, following these kind of trails. We're going to go around the right hand side of these rocks, and about 2/3 of the way round, behind these two spindly trees, we've got a stash. Stash number 25 can be a bit of a pain to find, but we're starting from the village and we're looking to our west. So up on our left is Sniper Rock. We're sort of heading to the right hand side of that. We're going to head across this field. In front of us there's a rock. So this is the rock we're looking for, and this is the tree we're looking for. So if we stand here, that tree there. So the easiest way of finding this is counting the trees on the outside edge. There are 6 in total, the one by the stash being the 6th tree. See? There we go. Stash 26 is near the car extract. So there's the village and there's the car extract. And we're going across the road, and we're going to keep the river on our right hand side here. We're just going to head into this tree line. So we've got one bush there and another bush behind it. They're only small ones, but these are your 2 markers. If you look to the left of bush 1, you've got a tree and another bush just behind it. And just at this bush is the stash. Stash 27 can be found on the northeast side of the mining camp. So we start near the Terra Group truck and we head east. We go past this, I don't know if it's a tank or APC or whatever. We carry on down the road till we get to the log pile, and the second log there points at the stash more or less. So if we go over here, you've got that tall tree and another smaller tree behind it. Just on the right of that, you've got this sapling. Just at the base of the sapling is the stash. Stash 28 can be found north of this building here with the mast on it. So if we head straight up the mining camp, up this road, and we're back at the Tarkov Terror Group truck, and just in this concrete ring is the stash. This is stash 28, so we need to head across the mining camp towards the south for stash 29. So we head towards this building again with the like radio mast. Pass by that. We need to keep going past this tank thing, up the hill, over the crest of the hill. Now you've got a pile of rocks on the left and a pile of rocks on the right. We carry on, and it's this next rock behind these trees, and the stash is just up against it. So stash number 30, if we start from the centre of the mining camp again, we go past the radio tower building, and we are heading for this kind of gate over here. It's one of the extracts. I'll be honest, I can't remember what it's called right now. I think it's Northern Gate, maybe? Anyway, we carry on down this way. We're literally going right to the gate. And on the left hand side of this red shipping container, we've got the stash. Stash 31 can be found close to the crashed plane near Jaeger's campsite. So you've got the crashed plane over there, and you've got this tree laid flat on the ground. If we look to the left from the crashed plane, you've got this 45-degree tree. In the bush underneath it is the stash. Stash number 32 is north of the old station building. This building here. So you've got rocks here, you've got rocks over there, and rocks there. We're heading to the long line of rocks. And if we carry along down the side, about 2/3 of the way down, you've got the stash. So that's the med camp, and stash number 33 is just past this rock formation I call Witch's Hat. So if we head over here, you've got the tank, destroyed tank there, and on the left hand side of this like hill bit here, just behind the bush, you've got the stash. Stash number 34 can be found by going back towards the tank and then down the hill a little bit, round these rocks, and you've got this big rock next to a smaller rock, and in between the two is stash number 34. Stash number 35 can be found near the UN checkpoint extract. So you've got piles of logs, like, well, broken timber like that. You've got that bush there. You've got a second bush here. And it's by this pile of logs. So yeah, there's the extract. You've got two bushes. And it's under the broken logs. And finally, stash number 36 can be found from the RUAF gate side, which is I've just passed. And we're going to follow along the back wall of the map, keeping that on our right hand side. The med camp is on our left within the distance. You've got this kind of bin area with these two concrete rings. We're going to pass this. We're going to carry on down the wall. In front of us there is the factory gate extract, which is the co-op extract, and this kind of transformer thing. We've got this gate on the ground. and it's just in this bush. Just the other side of the fence. Thanks for watching, guys. This video took a while to make, so thank you if you stuck around until the end. I'm hoping to put together the next video a little bit quicker. Let me know in the comments which map you would like me to cover next. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!